Good evening. So wonderful to be back in the house with the 30-day detoxer. All right, I see Ronnie Bonner is already claiming the best seat in the house. Cynthia Baisden was the first one in tonight. Yay! Let me do my thing. Welcome Camille. Welcome Crystal, Tasha, Ashley. Welcome Dominique, Gwyneth, Sharita, Coach Ebony. Welcome Cheryl Johnson. She's saying, I'm early and y'all got me beat. Holy cow. Welcome Priscilla, Leah. Good evening, Diana Santos, Shayna, Renee, Nanita, Rhonda, Carla R, Roxanne, Blessed. Got your wonderful email. Pastor Beverly, Pastor D. Y'all two always coming around the same time. And Renee voted today. Thank you. Hit that nomination link, will you please? Be a blessing. Coach Maria. Nicole N. Pastor Val. Good evening. Good evening, Chevelle, Coach Ebony, Pastor Audria, Carla T. Hello, Mimi, Patricia, Yvonne R., Karen Jamison. Welcome, Danielle, Candy, Gwendolyn M., Selena's, Kamisha, Sandra, Jerry, Carmen Palmer, Charnette, Pastor Ronnie, Demanda, welcome, welcome, welcome. Misha, Laverne, welcome Jenny, Tori. Hello Leah, Corindus, Dixie, Manuel. Good evening, Bernard. Pamela, Trina, Coach Latanya, Mike Tate. Good evening, Ruby. Jeannie, thank you. Thank you for all those who like. Take the time to like, take the time to share, and thank you to those who are voted. They're nominating me for Success Magazine. Good evening, Frederica and Devana. Hello, wonderful people. Good. It's only 8:10 and we're up to 67, so we're coming in good today. Look at all the likes. Somebody on Facebook is hitting all those hearts. Hit them. Hit those hearts, y'all. Hit those hearts. Welcome. We're going to get our house cleaning business together. All right, YouTubers, I put up a poll. I want you to go and look at the poll and answer the questions in the poll. I'm taking a look to see who are my specific people on YouTube. God bless you. I see Ebony is my moderator on YouTube. Okay. Look at all my YouTube people. I need you. You need me. Pastor D, I didn't know you was on YouTube. Bless the Lord. All right, YouTubers. Got some of y'all over from Facebook. Good. Come on. Hit that poll. Hit yes or no in that poll. And I see a beautiful person. Is that you, Carla, who's hitting all those? I see Jerry Towns is hitting those hearts on Facebook. Come on. Bling it up before we get busy and we're writing and we're not able to do it. Light up Facebook with those hearts or those thumbs up. Come on, take a moment and hit it, hit it, hit it. Welcome, Daniel Woodard. Because we've got a little bit of work we have to do tonight. I knew you would come singing behind me, Ron Bonner. We were in here like swimwear. Oh, y'all feeling like that today, huh? Y'all feeling yourself today? Is that what's going on? You let it out already? All right. Time is winding down. There is now more behind us than there is in front of us, than there is ahead of us. We are on day 22. 9 more evenings to go. This was good though. Y'all got a lot of sessions. Y'all got a lot of sessions in. I have been receiving quite amount of inboxes. Some from detoxers that have been with us for 7 years. Some are from new, fairly new followers. And what I'm hearing from the detoxers that have been with us a long time is this year has really hit them in a hard way, in a good hard way. Like it's sinking in, it's sticking this time. And one woman said she doesn't know if it's because she's been doing it so consistently over the years that now it's finally hitting. But whatever it is, something different about this year is happening for her. And I actually heard it from 3 people within the same hour, that same statement, that this year is hitting differently for them. So it could be because you've been on it and we've been chopping away at that cement, putting our pick at that mountain and bringing that mountain down. Or it could be that this year's just has something different about it for you. I do know the one thing that's different this year than the 6 years prior is I used my own material. I was finally blessed and released by God to use my own material, and I taught from great writers and authors. We should never be ashamed of using people's material, giving them credit for their material, because a lot goes in to work. When someone produces a work, a book, a movie, a play, a skit, a blog, a writing, not only is there time to write it, but the experiences that they have had to go through to share their work, and also the research that goes behind it. So I have no problem celebrating other authors and writers and those who have studied the gospel, and if their information is relative to what I need and definitely fact checked, I have no problem using it and giving them credit. Plagiarism isn't necessary if we can all celebrate each other's work. And if you have a work, then you're proud of it. You really would have no problem. You would actually see it as an honor celebrating someone else's work, because that's what I do. So welcome. Welcome. I'm not sure where you see the poll, but on my screen on YouTube, the poll was right at the top of the screen. There's a poll at the top of the screen. And I saw Ashley had completed it, so it should be there. All right, let's start with a little bit of our housekeeping work. I want to thank Cam for her Cash App giving, and her note is for embracing the new version of me. We push you into your future. Want to thank you for Cheryl. Thank you, my sister. Payment from WordScribe. She has some material out as well. And usually by the last day or so of So Detox, depending on how it goes, if we end up in deliverance or something, we shout out different businesses and get to know what each other is doing in this marketplace world. Thank you for Anna, who sent her nightly contribution with a nice big heart. I want to thank Ashley for finally starting to understand me. Thank you. Thank you, Ashley, for your Cash App. And thank you, Sherry, for your Cash App, for helping me know who am I. Praise God. And thank you all for taking the time to sow whatever amount it is. If you did $1 a day for 30 days, $10 a day for 30 days, doesn't matter. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have some wonderful testimonies that I think are worth sharing tonight. Hello, Apostle Suzanne Howard. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for doing a check-in email with us. Yes, ma'am. I have been signing in and doing replays. I try to catch the lives, but I did not always make it, so I watched the replay. I have so much growth in this So Detox growth group. Last year, I was able to pinpoint exactly where some of my habits and negative feelings originated. It was a true breakthrough. I had to even go back and correct some of those habits and teachings I had passed on to my children. Did y'all hear that? I had to even go back and correct some of those habits and teachings that I had passed on to my children. This year's sessions has truly given me a better understanding of myself, my purpose, my rights, of who God created me to be. Some burdens have been lifted and chains have been broken. I accept and appreciate that I am a ENFJA who deserves to be first sometimes. Thank you so much for your time and impartation. I greatly appreciate you and your coaches. Come on, let's go. Let's give it up. Don't be stingy on your clap offering. All right, I have another testimony. This one had 2 attached to it. These last 21 days have been a journey that I have joined in on, wondering for a while where I belong and fit in, just thinking, and to just try and figure me out. What I'm receiving, it sounds like it's better than a horoscope and could never help me the way I'm being helped, being an ISTP-T virtuoso. Look at the language y'all using. So proud of y'all. Rare with the group, yet valuable. And I have purpose. I owe it to me to continue to show up and do the work. I owe it to me to continue to show up and do the work, to understand as I get to know the true me. My weaknesses don't define me. They just show me what areas I need to work on. And a response to that email was from in our group, and I loved hers, so I'm going to take a second to read hers as well. Yes, I am loving the fact of being able to understand me too, especially realizing I have to really do the work to fully get there and to love me and accept me. It's becoming a beautiful thing, and I've always wondered why I am the way I am with things, and now I'm starting to actually get it. Come on. A little bit more for them. They're pushing it. They're pushing it. One more here. In December of last year, I started therapy again. I was intentional about finding a therapist that was a Christian this time around. I was very fortunate to find one. And our very first session, after talking through some cycles I have wanted to break, like overeating, anger, outbursts, etc., she asked me, who am I? Y'all, I had no idea how to answer that. I asked her if she could help figure that out. She said, get a journal and work through it. Just don't use any of your titles. I mean, I Googled it. I went on search to figure out how to answer this question. Now, fast forward to my most recent session, I shared about this soul detox program and that I had made some significant progress on that question. My therapist was excited. We helped the therapist out. Having all the behaviors magically disappeared? Nope, they have not. But I know so much more about me than I ever did. I know I am on the right track, and I know that 2022 will be my best year yet. I share this to say, firstly, this was an answered prayer, and secondly, to encourage someone to break through it and keep going. It is hard work, yep, but knowing all that God has created you to be is oh so worth it. Beautiful. Thank you so much for your testimonies. I appreciate y'all. There was a response to her message in groups, and it said, yes, I struggle with overeating, moods, up and down, no patience, and so much more. But it is the same for me. I did start seeing a therapist this past summer, and I was asked the same question. And I was even asked about core values. Just questions I never knew how to answer. Unfortunately, I stopped going since I didn't feel the connection anymore. But I can't agree that So Detox 2022 has really been helping me understand me more, and I'm loving it. You know what? There was a text message that came in, and I didn't think of it as a testimony that I could read. But after hearing that, I'm going to read this, and this will be my last one for tonight. Praying that you are resting well. You are breaking so much ground with So Detox, uprooting old habits and thought patterns, casting down thoughts and imaginations that exalt themselves against the knowledge of Christ. All that has come to assail those assigned to you comes to fight you as it is dislodged from our souls, the headaches. As much as this is psychologically embedded in the soul, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. This is more warfare than any church service. Deliverance is taking care of souls by taking them from the place of bondage to the place of freedom by any means necessary. So detox is necessary to live the life God ordained for you from the foundation of the earth. God is watching over his word to perform it. Keep speaking the word of healing to the souls of God's people. Many will never step into the office of a therapist or a psychiatrist, but they will sit with you and by the power of the Holy Ghost be healed, delivered, and set free. I can't wait to see what God has ordained in year 7, which is our number for completion. The audible books, the workbooks, the weekly broadcasts on national television. Facebook Live is good. YouTube is fine, but there is more. Get to Clubhouse, get to TV. Reach is pivotal in this hour. There we go. And I didn't get permission to share it, so I won't say your name, but it definitely blessed me and encouraged me, and I hope it's blessing others. It just not that we need the verification, but it definitely verifies why we are here and doing what we are doing. Isn't it good to be a part of something when there's only 100 people on, and one day there'll be 100,000 followers of this page on YouTube, and y'all could say, we're regulars. Matter of fact, we work for this. I'm the group that will handle the personality assessments, and I'm the group that will handle purchasing and marketing, and I'm the group that will handle quality control. Oh, we were there at the beginning, and now we are all partakers in Soul Detox, because how it transformed us, we need to take this to the nations. We need to go out into the world, because we need to see others who want this to be free, set free, healed, and delivered. What an honor. Bless God. Thank you all so much. I'm just so appreciative to see all of you on here tonight. We're going to move on from our personality assessment. But first, I just wanted to just kind of wrap it up. You know, I felt today like, Suzanne, don't give them too much, because, you know, there's still so much that needs to be understood in your presence. And you give too much, they're going to lean to their own understanding. So I'm not going to go deeply in tonight. But I do just want to break down tonight your code. Your code. Remember at the beginning of your page, let me give you a little picture of it. On the beginning of your first page, oh, there it goes. You see we have type, code, role, and strategy. We had a type to deal, we had a chance to deal with the type, whether we were extroverted or not. We didn't go in, we briefly, I skimmed briefly last night every single personality type, and we did it by category. And the code, we talked about a little bit. The role, we skimmed. And the strategy, we didn't touch. But tonight, I want to deal with the code. I want to deal with this part right here in the middle. And the testimonies that I read tonight mentioned their code in there as well. So I know y'all pretty good and know what we're doing here. So we want to deal with the code. The 4, 5, I think they're all just probably 5 letters that I just want to briefly spend a little time going over. If it takes all night, that's fine, because we'll start Monday out fresh, going into how to succeed when you have to still work on certain areas of self-awareness. So that second line on the front page of your profile page says code. That's the part that I want us to talk to for a little bit tonight. All right. Thank you all for tuning in tonight on this 22nd session of Soul Detox 2022. The road to self-awareness is a journey. If you have not hit like, please hit like. If you have not subscribed to YouTube, please subscribe to YouTube, and definitely take a moment to share in your inbox, somebody else's inbox on your page, somewhere. Yep, there you go. Y'all putting your letters up. Good. So all I'm going to do tonight is just make sure that we understand the code. I have made up my mind that I'm going to open up a couple of ways to give a free session to sit with one of us coaches and go through your personality assessment. So you're going to be able to get more information, but you have to connect with us in order to do it. And we're going to try to handle some of that information tonight. And it looks like 41 votes came in on YouTube on whether they are enjoying the personality assessment, and all 41 voters said yes, they enjoyed the personality assessment. Great. All right, so let's go. Now, the first code, of course, is going to be an I or an O. I or, am I right here? I'm dealing with the mind. Yeah, introvert or extrovert. It's going to be an I or an E. It's going to be an I or an E. Always. Those are the only two choices you're going to see on the code, an I or an E. This part of your personality assessment deals with your mind. It deals with your mind. And the mind and how you interact with your surroundings. So you're either an introvert in how you deal with your surroundings and interact, or you're an extrovert in how you interact with your surroundings. So that first letter is an I or an E. And I wrote all over mine, so please feel free to write all over yours. It's an I or an E, and this part of your code deals with your mind, and it's how you interact with your surrounding. So you're either interacting as an introvert or an extrovert. Pretty easy, right? Okay. The second letter in your code is an S or and N. You'll have an S or and N. There are only going to be two letters, S or N. And the S stands for observant. And the N stands for intuitive. And this deals with your energy. The energy that flows from you. If this was just a Christian personality assessment, we'd say your spirit. The world calls it energy. So your energy shows up in how we see the world and process information. Second letter of the code will only be an S or N. And this response is your energy, your spirit. How you see the world and how you process information. How you see the world or how you process information. You either see the world as an observant or an intuitive. Okay, pretty easy, right? We're breaking it down. Coaches, make sure you write it down. If you have any questions, make sure on our next meeting we go through it deeply, because we're going to have personality coach specialists. And when people are doing this, we're going to assign them specifically to you for this part. The third letter. Okay, that's my roll over here. The third letter deals with your nature. It deals with your nature. It deals with your nature. So the third letter is going to be a T or an F. Very good, Yvonne. That's right. Caritha has an F. Brittany has an F. Yvonne has an F. Norina has an F. Your code is on the front page of your profile, right under your personality type. Val has the third letter F. Latrice, Nanita, Tate, Jerry. Good. Frederica has a T. That's what I wanted, was someone a little bit different. So the third letter in your code deals with your nature. And it's only going to be two letters there. It's either going to be a T for thinking or an F for feeling. Your nature is either of a thinking nature or a feeling nature. How you're thinking and feeling is when you make decisions and cope with emotions. How you think, how you make decisions and cope with emotions is either a T for thinking or F for feeling. So when it comes to emotions, you're either more of a thinker with emotions or a feeler with emotions. JP's a T. Not surprised. Good, good. Y'all are getting it. It's connecting. Awesome. And I want this too. I want this too severely, immensely, intensely, because of the emails that I'm getting. People are getting it. Matter of fact, there's another one I'm going to read shortly. People are getting it. Latrice says, woohoo, I just discovered another belief. Yeah. People are getting it. And what I'm perceiving, what I believe I'm hearing from the viewers that are writing in is that you are learning that who you have been has been a struggle because you didn't know who you were. And now that you know you're introverted, you're giving yourself permission to be introverted. And now that you know you're more of a thinker, you're giving yourself more permission to be a thinker. Or now that you know you're more of a feeler, you're giving yourself the room to feel and not to always think. Kendi says, that's it. So it's like, I knew I had these ways about me, but when people didn't like these ways about me, I felt that I had to do something about it, but yet I was paralyzed at doing anything about it. Chevelle says, that's it. Yes, Vanessa. She says, that's it. Yes, Lord. Exactly, Apostle. And now you're understanding, this is my person. Your person is your soul. Your soul is your will. It is the seat of your emotions. It's where your lust and your appetite comes from. It's who you are. And the more you bury this and shut this off, the more of you are allowing to die a long death. So what I'm getting from the emails is, this is who I am. And more than any time, I'm going to embrace him. I'm going to embrace her. And I'm going to look for moments where my introverted self can have time of introspection. I can't always be with the husbands and the kids and the friends and the work and just being busy. I really do need time to be with me. And then there's some of y'all that says, I really get my energy from being with people, and I'm not going to feel bad for wanting to be around people. I knew I had these ways about me, but I didn't know it was who I am. And now I know this is who I am. And not only am I going to give myself permission now to be who I am, I'm going to stand up and protect who I am. And if you don't understand this and like this, I've got to protect who I am. This isn't mystical and magical and mysterious lies and water from the pond of Israel. This is true, factual information pertaining to each person individually. And it's okay to be who I am. And that's the best person that I can be. So the third was nature. By nature, you're either thinking or feeling. The fourth letter N is going to be a J or a P. It's a J or a P. These are the only two letters that could be there. When you look at your friends and they got a different letter to me, how many different letters does everyone have? Nope. In your code, each letter only has one other letter that it could be. And we're going to have a couples night too. I put a note down. I want the couples to learn how to work the personality profiles together as well. I'm going to have a meeting with my armor bearers privately, with my elders privately, and we're going to work this whole team concept of getting to know who each other are. So the fourth is your tactics. This is your tactics in life. What is that? My approach to work, planning, and decision making. The fourth letter in the code are my tactics, my approach to work, planning, and decision making. So I'm either judging or prospecting. I'm either judging or prospecting in my approach to work, planning, and decision making. Planning and decision making, my approach to work is either judging or prospecting. And because y'all didn't email me, I'm not going to take the time to do any more on the rest of it. But I thought people would ask me, just like, what is turbulent? I thought judging would come up. Does that mean I'm judgmental? but no one emailed me on it, so I don't feel like I have to go into it. Then it wouldn't be relevant to enough of y'all to make a session about it. So my fourth letter is about tactics, and it's either judging or prospecting when it comes to my approach to work, planning, and decision making. And then the last letter is identity, and it's either a T or an A. It's either a T or an A. It's either turbulent or assertive. Turbulent or assertive. The last letter is either a T or an A. And this is regarding your identity. This regards your identity. My identity in what? Confidence in who we are, in our abilities and decisions. So you're either assertive, confident in your abilities and decisions, or you're a turbulent, confident in your abilities and decisions. Come on, Keats. Good. I haven't seen your name come up. Glad to see you on tonight. So that explains that whole section of code. Y'all have that whole thing. Hopefully you printed yours out, and next to your first letter you put down mind, introvert or extrovert, whatever you are. The second letter in the code, you wrote down energy, and you wrote down how I see the world and process info, whether you're an O or an I. The third letter in the code, you should have written down tactics, how I approach work, planning, and decision making. I'm either judging or prospecting. And then the third letter, fourth letter, it's my nature. It's how I make decisions and cope with emotions. I'm either thinking or feeling. And then the last letter is my identity. It's how confident I am in my abilities and decisions. And I'm either turbulent or assertive. And remember, someone tell me what turbulent means. Tell me what turbulent means. Does it mean like the turbulence you feel in an airplane, where it's aggressive and it throws you out of your seat and it's scary, and it usually means that something horrific is getting ready to happen in the air in this airplane? What does turbulent mean? Strong movement. Come on, Charnette. Strong movement. So it could mean the way a plane is rattled in the air, but that's not the only meaning for it. Turbulent means strong movement and strong direction. There's a question that says, I'm going to put up this for Chevelle. That was good. If I'm 51% introverted, does this mean I'm either or? It means you kind of have a good balance on it. Maybe you might want to retake it in a little while as you become more self-aware, and you'll be able to answer some of the questions. Because if you think about it a little bit, some of the questions that you answered it before a self-aware class, before self-aware assessment, before, let's call it what it is, before we entered 30 days of recovery to learning self-awareness, you answered a personality assessment. Now you may go in and be confident on your answers in a yes way or in a no way. So your introvert extrovert might change a little bit, but please don't go in and take it 2 and 3 times. That's just showing how unself-aware you really are. Some people said, I've taken it twice. Why? You're taking it twice when you haven't done any work yet. Take it twice after you've done the work. Right? Because all you're going to do is confuse yourself and start confusing other people. And it's showing how you really aren't confident in yourself. So just wait, continue the self-awareness work. Maybe finish it out for the year. Maybe next year, January, we'll all take them and get together again and see what we come out to be then. Self-awareness recovery, and I'm here for it. I am also 23% turbulent. We spent the evening last night on turbulent. So you should be pretty up to date on that one there. Pretty up to date. on that one there. Okay. Just want to read the chat here and see what we have for conversation. And then we will move on. Adulting. Did y'all remember that word? Adulting. Adulting. Okay. Let's see. I like my personality type. So then that means you like yourself. I'm pretty content with mine too. Ooh, listen, listen, listen. So, Elder Joy, tell me what an entertainer is. Listen, I'm going to give away, I think I'm going to give away 5. My coaches are going to start blowing up my text. 5 free personality assessment sessions. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give 5 free personality assessment sessions where we'll go through it all through detail with you. All right. And because I love you, I might take the time to just talk about judging and prospecting. If all the J's will pop up real quick, and if it's more than 5 J's that pop up, then I will do judging with us tonight. Otherwise, judging and prospecting. Those are the choices. Those were under tactics. And that was the 4th letter in your code. So if there's, oh my God, they beat, y'all spoiled. Look at the J's. Oh, and my baby Irene is a J, so she may be the ram in the bush. I'll have to meet everyone else then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. All right. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Come on, y'all. Let's let them have it. Let's let them have it. We're going to give it to them tonight. Oh, Brittany, I love you too. Let's talk about judging and prospecting, and then we'll leave it for tonight, and we'll pick up with our regular material on tomorrow. Is that okay? Come on, give thumbs up if we can support the judging and prospecting, because somebody's either a judging or prospecting type in their tactics and how they approach work, planning, and decision making. The J's have it. Yes, they do, Corindus. All right, let's talk about it. Crossing the finish line by whatever it means. The tactics scale, which includes judging and prospecting personality traits, reflects how people plan and deal with the options they have. Tactics, I'm going to repeat it, tactics scale. Let's see if I can help us out here. Y'all just spoiled, that's all. I'm going to post this over here, and I'm going to help us out tonight. All right, here it comes. This is what you want to write down for this part of your portion. The tactics scale reflects how people plan and deal with the options they have. Reflects how people plan and deal with the options they have. tactics. We haven't gotten into your type. We're talking about how your type reflects in these areas. But this definition doesn't just concern what individuals write in their day planners. It's much broader. These traits answer questions like, do you prefer spontaneity or certainty? Do you feel more comfortable acting with all of your ducks lined neatly in a row? Or does a certain amount of flexibility or chaos excite you and prove motivating? Do you need fewer or more choices? This is what we're going to talk about regarding judging or prospecting. And you're going to be able to find out tonight which is you. Do you prefer spontaneity or certainty? And don't bother to answer it because you're not as self-aware as you thought you were. So are my 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s, where y'all at? Where y'all at? We need to do a check-in for the end of the session tonight. For everyone who did 9, 8, 7, 6 for self-awareness when we first started, where are you now? Do you prefer spontaneity or certainty? Do you feel more comfortable acting only with all of your ducks lined neatly in a row? Or does a certain amount of flexibility or chaos excite you and prove motivating? Do you need more choices or fewer? Do you need more choices or fewer? These are the questions that judging or prospecting will show up for you. 72% of those with the judging trait say they are focused on and dedicated to their goals and really get sidetracked, compared to only 21% of prospecting. Help y'all out tonight. 72% of those with the judging trait say they are focused on and dedicated to their goals and rarely get sidetracked, compared to 21% of those with the prospecting trait. That's powerful. So those that show up with the J believe that they can stay focused and dedicated to their goals and rarely get sidetracked. That's powerful. Now, if you ask that same question to the P's, they're like, nope, that ain't me. That's not me. That's not me. There's a small amount that is 21%, but it's less. Let's talk about the judging personality. Let's go. People with the judging, the J, personality trait feel most comfortable when the course ahead is well marked. They would rather come up with 5 backup plans than deal with events as they come. See, y'all stress me out already. That you are, I'm taken out. They would rather come up with 5 backup plans than deal with the events as they come. See, that stressed me out. Because remember last night, the turbulent, I can jump in at the last minute. That's where I'm called. You call me in when you need something handled that no one else was prepared to handle. But for y'all are overly prepared. Y'all have 5 backup plans. Yep, you're saying yep. Preferring to consider their options ahead of time, personality types with this trait prefer clarity and closure, sticking with the plan rather than going with the flow. See, y'all gonna have a problem with me. Lily, is this you too? Preparing to consider their options ahead of time, personality types with this trait prefer clarity and closure, sticking with the plan rather than going with the flow. It's a judging types always keep a mental checklist. It's as if the judging types always keep a mental checklist. When they cross something off their list or even start an item on their list, they consider it complete and not open to reconsideration. Brittany says she's done. Oh my God, help me, Father. I'll read that line again. When the judging type cross something off their list or even start an item on their list, they consider it complete and not open to reconsideration. Vanessa, are you a J? Okay, listen to this. 66% of those with the judging trait say they set specific goals that they hope to accomplish each day. So half of the judging type personality traits like goals. They love goals. 34% of the prospecting only agreed. So there's a small percentage of the prospecting type that agrees. The downside is, come on Jays, where you at? The downside is if they take this too far, those with the judging trait sometimes come across as rigid. Let me see them J's again, because I know who they talking about. Keats loves goals. Yep. Irene loves goals, loves her planner. So does I. So do I. Come on, Jays. Corinda's okay. I could see you in this. The downside is, Jays, if you take this too far, those with the judging trait sometimes come across as rigid. And I'm going down this list. Yes, Cheryl. I can see rigid in some of y'all that I work with. However, most are not unreasonably stubborn. Most J's are not unreasonable. We didn't say you weren't stubborn. We just said you're not unreasonably stubborn. It's important to remember the J's need for structure always is a preference and a reality often calls on them to respond in unforeseen ways. However, most are not unnecessarily stubborn. It's important to remember their need for structure always is a preference, and reality often calls on them to respond in unforeseen ways. Whatever. Audacity. Too many surprises in a row can leave the J personality types frustrated and stressed. Ebony, is that you too? I didn't see you go up as a J. Too many surprises in a row can leave these personality types frustrated and stressed. When this happens, they can still be relied on to develop a plan and a contingency plan, but however well they handle the unexpected, they rarely enjoy it. Yes, JP. I bet you Bernard's a J too. Help, I'm a P and I'm married to a J. Let's get the book written. That's a good ebook. When this happens, they can still be relied on to develop a plan and a contingency plan, but however well they handle the unexpected, they rarely enjoy it. Pastor D, I see your face in this when I'm reading it. I'm remembering our elders meetings. Whether a life goal or a response to an emergency, people with the judging personality trait can develop a clear and actionable plan. I'm reading your comment, Corindus. Judging individuals tend to have a strong work ethic. Wow. Putting their duties and responsibilities above everything else. I love working with y'all though. Look at Leah and Brittany, Pastor D. I can see that. Trying to read those J's again and see all of them. Judging individuals tend to have a strong work ethic, putting their duties and responsibilities above everything else. To them, rules, laws, and standards are the key to success. Woo! Come on in here. Rules, laws, and standards are the key to success. They can be too dependent on these measures, whether applied to themselves or others, but the intent is almost always one of fairness and results. Y'all nice. You some really kind people to the rest of the world. Sticklers. I hear one word here. JP, what word do you hear? I hear one word here with these judging personality traits. Sticklers. I'm enjoying this. I think you could tell. What's the standard? Yep. Corinne just want to know, where's the agenda? What's the standard? This is y'all. Where are the documents? Here she comes. Yep. I'm a stickler. Get free, girl. Embrace who you are. Remember, we need you guys. We need the sticklers because us prospecting, you know, you're getting ready to hear about us in a second. Stickler is about right. Judging individuals tend to have a strong work ethic, putting their duties and responsibilities. That one has to go up on the board because people who replay has to see this. What did I do? There we go. Judging individuals tend to have a strong work ethic, putting their duties and responsibilities above everything else. To them, rules, laws, and standards are the key to success. They can be too dependent on these measures, whether applied to themselves or others, but the intent is almost always one of fairness and results. Hi, I'm a J and I'm a stickler. Keats says guilty. Stick to the J plan, JP. Anna. All right, prospecting. Where's my P's? Come on, shoot up the P's. Shoot them up. Shoot them up. Let's go. I am too, Chevelle. JP getting free tonight. Come on, where's the P's? Yes, Manny. Come on, Manny. Kareem, come on. Look at the beautiful hearted people I'm with. Pastor Val, come on. Karen, Jenny, come on. Where's the P's? Chevelle, look at that. Frederica, Angela, Erica, Keisha. Yep, Vanessa in the yeah, right. The Bowlings and the Lambs have the reverse going on. Come on, Peas. Tori, Shayna, Arthur. Yashika, come on. All right, Peas, let's go. Lasonia, come on. Come on, Peas. Where y'all at? There's 106 of us in here tonight. Where's these P's at? There's only 2 letters you could choose from. All right. Prospecting personality, P. Figuring things out as they go. Can I get a witness? Ha ha. Figuring things out as they go. 76% of those with the prospecting trait says it's hard for them to focus on one thing for a long period of time, compared to 50% of those with the judging trait. It's hard for us to focus on one thing for too long of a period. Where's Mike Rose? Prospecting, P, individuals are much more flexible when it comes to dealing with unexpected challenges. This flexibility helps them seize unexpected opportunities. These personality types tend to react to their environments rather than try to control them. These personality types tend to react to their environments rather than trying to control them, helping them to make their own luck in whatever the world delivers. People with this trait hold that life is full of possibilities. 69% of those with the prospecting trait say they jump from one topic in a conversation to another quickly, compared to only 47% of the judging trait is able to do that. All this opportunism can lead to impulsive decision making, though. All this opportunism can lead the personality type, the prospecting personality type, to lead to impulsive decision making. At the same time, they can be overwhelmed by sheer number of options on the radar. People with the prospecting personality trait can be slow to commit to something because of uncertainty or the potential of everything else. Amen. If they don't moderate this trait, indecision or a lack of conviction can be a problem. They can seem unfocused. What was important to them 1 week ago will be forgotten on the next. I'm getting free tonight. This is our warning, our weakness piece. The prospecting personality trait can be slow to commit to something because of uncertainty. Because of uncertainty, or this big part right here for me, or the potential for everything else. Always waiting at the last second just in case a better opportunity comes. That's how I operate. If they don't moderate this trait, indecision or a lack of conviction can be a problem. They can seem unfocused. What was important to them 1 week ago may be forgotten on the next. When a passion takes them, there's no masking a prospecting type's excitement. I can see Elder Manny getting all excited. I see myself getting all excited over something. When passion takes us, there's no masking a prospecting type's excitement. Let me weigh my options. That's right, Erica. Despite those concerns, this personality trait can offer a great deal of creativity and productivity. See, the J's don't have creativity because they need rules and structures and plans and protocols. There is almost a stream of consciousness quality. JP, where you at? There is almost a stream of consciousness quality. I see it like a surfboard. There is almost a stream of consciousness quality. You hear that for us, JP? In many ways, it's like these types are constantly brainstorming as their minds create a web of options. This can be a powerful tool for finding solutions. And if they aren't satisfied with something in their lives, it's easier for them to let go of it and choose something else. Can I get a witness? Whoop, whoop, Elder Manny says. Sylvia, it doesn't make life easier. It just makes life more controlled by you. You like to be in control. That's what the judging is. It's about control. It's all about control. I'm looking at you, Audacity. That's right, Beverly. Don't feel bad anymore. She says, I'm a witness. This can be a powerful tool for finding solutions. And if they aren't satisfied with something in their lives, it's easier for them to let go of it and choose something else. This can lead to serial passions that keep prospecting individuals stimulated as they explore the buffet of choices always before them. This can lead to serial passions that keep prospecting individuals stimulated as they explore the buffet of choices always before them. Drop it like a hot potato. See, we have the powerful tool for finding solutions that we have an almost constant stream of consciousness quality going through us. But on the other side of that, if we aren't satisfied with something in our lives, it's easy for us to let go and choose something else, which can lead us to having serial passions, many passions, too many passions, that keep prospecting individuals stimulated as they explore the buffet, already looking for their next stimulation of choices that are always going to be in front of us. Selah. My time is up. I did my job tonight. Judging, do you love me? Prospecting, where you at? We need constant stimulation. You better believe it. My house is constantly changed around. The church is constantly changed around. I cannot stick with the old. I cannot keep the same. Once I get it all set up and done, I'm already looking for what's the next great look, the next great move, the next great technology, what's happening next. Thank you. I did my thing. All right. Well, right up on your personality profiles, we'll either send out an email or tomorrow night I'll be announcing what needs to be done in order to get a chance at one of the 5 free spaces for your personality assessment. So let me ask this on our checking out tonight. What was the first score that you entered, I think around day 2 or 3 maybe, at the level of self-awareness that you thought you were? When I first asked that question, did you say a 3, a 7, or 8? And what do you think it is now? So I need you to write 2 numbers on the screen. What did you say your self-awareness was when you first started? And what's your second number? What is your level of self-awareness now? Put both numbers on the screen. You can do a slash or a dash. But in the beginning, right, you said you were 8, 7 or 8, and now you say you're a 7. Okay, come on, good. Come on, let's go. Yep, I see it. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, Crystal's taking y'all all the way to a 9. 8 was the highest number. Crystal says a 9. Yeah, Brittany, I hear you. Initially a 7, but a 4 now because we have work to do. Erica says a 8. All right, so the highest numbers seem to be 9 so far. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask 9 self-awareness questions tomorrow. 9. And for the people that said there are 9, you have to get all 9 right. It's about self-awareness. For those that said there is 7, you have to get 7 out of the 9 right. For those that said there are 3 or 4, you have to get 3. For those that are saying there are 6, you have to get 6 right. I thought I was a 7, but was a 5/7. Yeah. I'm going to pick strategically out of these 22 days of learning 9 self-awareness questions. And those who put 9 on the screen have to get all 9 right because you swear you're a 9. And I really would like to know how y'all still rating yourself that highly when there's such a huge part of self-awareness that isn't really just about you. So we'll talk about it tomorrow night. You've mastered a little bit more than you realize, Sandra. You have, trust me. All right. God bless you. Thank you for your time this evening. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Same time, same station. Please take the time again to like, subscribe to YouTube, share. It's really, really helps me out, and I'd appreciate the help. Put your personality assessment in a folder, and let's take some time to dig in deep with it again. We're getting a lot done. Yep, that's right, Corindus. We're getting a lot done, and I'm looking forward to your testimonies. Please continue to share your testimonies. They are a blessing to us. I share your testimony with the coaches. And let's see, what else? I guess that's it. So I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. See you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. God bless you. Let it out.